Hi guys, Jester from Team Drawface here, bringing you guys another quick little deck profile. Today I wanted to showcase to you guys my Trap Burning Abyss list, so let's just get into it. First off, I wanted to show was 2 Tour Guide of the Underworld. Good card for Burning Abyss. Upon normal summon, you special a level 3 Fiend from the deck or from the hand with effects negated, so that way the Burning Abyss monsters don't die. And then the other BA support card we play is triple Fiendish Rhino Warrior. Fiend type monsters cannot be destroyed by battle or card effect except himself, and when he's sent to grave, he sends any fiend from deck to graveyard. So he substitutes himself pretty much as any Burning Abyss name that we want for the occasion. And that way, when we normal summon him and we reveal any Burning Abyss to hand, that Burning Abyss that we reveal won't kill itself because he's protecting it from the destruction. And then the one Absolute King Backjack. This is what lets us stay in the grind game. Being able to look at the top 3 cards, stack them however we want, and then milling a card during our opponent's turn and revealing if it was a normal trap. We can set it and activate it that turn. Pretty good. I like it at 1. You could definitely bump this up to 2. I wouldn't vault you for it or anything, but I like it at 1. So that's it for the supportive BA cards. But with the Burning Abyss monsters, we'll start off with Triple Graph. Basically, when sent to grave, you can special any Burning Abyss monster from the deck, which is really good. So that's why we played at 3. And we play Triple Skarm. During the end phase, we add any level 3 or lower Dark Fiend from deck to hand. Everything in this deck is pretty much Dark Fiend, except for the Fiendish Rhino Warrior. But we're always going to be adding Tour Guide from this from deck to hand. And then we're playing 2 Seer. Basically, when this one's sent to grave, you revive any Burning Abyss monster from the graveyard. So this is what kind of lets us keep in the grind game or so. And then being able to make bring out another monster on the board so we can link climb. Then our disruption is the double Farfa. When it's into graveyard, you can target any monster on the field, banish it until the end phase. So this is what kind of lets us play during our opponent's turn to disrupt them for whatever play they'll have. Then for the 1-ups, we'd play is 1 Alec. When it's into graveyard, you can target a face-up monster and negate its effects for the turn. It's pretty good, but honestly, we're just playing it as a name. And then the 1 Libic. When it's into grave, you special any dark level 3 Fiend from hand with its effects negated. So pretty good, especially for the Burning Abyss monsters, because they always check on the field if there's any non-Burning Abyss monsters on the field. They'll have to blow themselves up. So when we summon off of this, it's really good, so that way we can still have the free material to extend. And then with the 1 Barbar, we're playing this just because it's a name and we do like to burn in time. So we can also burn for game 2. There has been moments where I've had burned for game. So that's why we're playing this one. So that's it for the BA lineup. And then for the spell lineup, we're only playing 2 spells. It's a really gimmicky spell, but I've been in testing. It's been amazing against the meta decks like Drytron, Tri-Brigade. And I've been playing testing with it against Sword Soul, and it's pretty good. So double Mask Change 2. Basically bringing out Dark Law with this deck is super easy. The requirement, because it has to be, I believe, a level, the masked hero you're summoning has to be higher level than the monster that you target. All Burning Abyss monsters are level 3, and we play a majority of them are dark, so we're always going to be summoning it off of it. And then for the trap lineup, we'll start off with 3 Ice Dragon's Prisons. Basically, since it is kind of a trap deck, we do kind of hard lose to Dragoon, so having a main deckable way to out the Dragoon is really nice. So that's why we're playing this. It's getting a reprint really soon. The Megatins come out this Friday, so I predict this card should hit like $7 or $8. So this card shouldn't be that expensive anymore. So again, having a main deckable out to Dragoon so we don't lose to it is really nice. So I'll definitely play this card. Then Triple Solemn Strike. It's what lets us kind of break boards or kind of establish our board. Being able to pay 1,500 and negate a special summon or a monster effect is just really nice. And then for the other 3-ups we play is Triple Fiend Grieving. Really good, especially good against Drytron. Being able to shuffle back any monster in the grave and then sending any Fiend that we want from our deck to grave is really nice. So we get to plus off of that and disrupt our opponent while we're at it. And then the last triple that we play off is Triple Dino Miscus. Just being able to target a face-up card on the field to banish it is really nice. The only thing that sucks about this card that it is not, you don't send for cost, your targeting is cost. So that kind of does come up at times when you really do want to get rid of a card in the hand. But again, it's pretty much a better Karma Cut. But that's it for the 3-ups that we play. And then for the 2-ups, we are playing double Divine Wrath. It's come up in testing, and it's also come up in definitely some of the locals I've been playing with. Just it being a counter trap to negate a monster effect, and we do get to pitch any card from the hand, so we get to trigger our Burning Abyss effects off. It's really nice. So I'm still testing it, but overall it's had its moments. And then we're playing double Trap Check because we do play a bunch of normal trap cards in the deck, so this card's kind of always live. And then double Torrential Tribute. I'm probably gonna bump this up to 3, to be honest, because this is what we really like to use to disrupt our opponents. But in testing, I haven't had trouble with it at 2. So if you guys want to, you can bump it up to 3 and switch it on. This is just like a skeleton for the deck. And then double Karma Cut. It's come really nice against Eldritch, because if they have one Golden Lord in the grave and the one on the field, you can Karma Cut it and it gets rid of both of them. So being able to like do that pretty much kills the Eldritch matchup. And then just being able to banish a monster on the field is always quite nice. And then since we're only playing 2 spells, the 1 Imperial Order, it wins games because, you know, negating all spells. So that's it for the main deck. We aren't playing any hand traps, but if you have the chance, definitely try to fit in some impermanences, because it's a normal trap that you can kind of utilize with the deck, or some ashes. I haven't had any trouble with it because we can definitely play going second with our traps. Then for the extra deck, 1 Gravity Controller. For that moment where we don't have the ideal IP Masquerena Beatrice play, this is kind of what we substitute for it. So it's really nice. IP Masquerena, again, is the best generic Link 2 we're making for this deck. So we have interruption during our opponent's turn. Cherubini, while it's not as good in this deck as it is in, like, for example, Burning Abyss Phantom Knights, this still does allow us to link climb. So we're definitely, and it sends us cost from deck to grave. So for those kind of instances where we need the extra name, this is really nice. And then Unicorn for the IP Masquerena, so we can shuffle stuff back. Topologic Chesbania, so we basically make this with IP when we're going up against a trap deck. We just need to summon a BA on their turn, where this points to banish, blow up, and burn for whatever backrow they have. So we win the game next after that. Then the other links is just Appaloosa. Again, because of Cherubini, we can link climb. Sometimes we'll have Cherubini plus 2 BAs under it, so we can make a 3-mana Appaloosa real easily. And then Borosword. I picked this over Axis Code Talker just because everything in the extra deck is dark except the Appaloosa. So again, and like I said, Cherubini, we usually have 2 monsters underneath it, so we can make this real easily. So that's it for the links. For the Exceeds, we are playing double Dante. I don't think there's a need for triple. I've never really gone into the triple Dante, but this is what keeps us in our grind game and what lets us play Beatrice, because it's Beatrice. You know, it's what this deck, Beatrice was made for this deck. The Downer for the extra Zeus material. Zeus himself, again, this is getting reprinted in the tin, so it should be cheap. Like, this whole deck is really cheap, so if you really wanted like a nice budget deck, this is definitely a deck to play. And then Fortune Tune, this is definitely good for the again, for any trap decks that we're playing up against. That way we just don't lose to like their back row, so because this can't be targeted, and if they try to destroy it, we just detach a material from it instead. And I mean, the 500 life points, I guess, does come up when we're going into time. And then the last 2 cards is Masquerade Darklaw because of the mass change, and Dante, Pilgrim of the Burning Abyss, to summon off of the Beatrice. So that's it for the extra deck. And if you guys really wanted to see my side deck, it's really bad, but Double Majesty Screen, we used to play this card like way back in the day, and I just wanted to test it out. It's actually been really nice. Just being able to reveal a Burning Abyss in the hand, special it, and then tribute it for this, because this literally says neither player can activate monster effects. It stops like a lot of decks, especially like against Drytron. they can't even activate the Drytron guys because those are effects in the hand or in the grave that they have to proc. So it just definitely does kill that matchup. For the more serious stuff, double Nibiru. So far not opting to have it in the main yet. We'll see how it goes. I've been liking it in the side deck. I don't think there's really been any need, especially but against like those really like big combo decks. This is gonna be good for them. Double Droll and Lockbird. Drytron is kind of our worst matchup because, you know, if you let a Drytron player kind of wombo combo you, you'll have to play off with what you have in your hand. So having this, because they add like a lot, so being able to stop them for the turn is really nice while we set up our turn. And again, more Drytron hate, double Ally Justice Cycle Reader. Banishing 2 of the lights from the grave is really nice. So it has implication against like light decks if you ever see them. This can definitely be replaced for DD Crow. So if you don't want to play this, just play DD Crow over it. It will serve the same purpose. And then for the spells, the 1 Harpy's Feather Duster with the triple Twin Twisters. Again, like I said, this deck really has a really nice matchup against everything in the meta. But the only thing that it does kind of struggle against is more monkey decks. The losses that I've had to with this deck was against a Dragoon Subterror player. At the time, I did not have Ice Dragon's Prison, so I kind of lost it to the Dragoon to that. And then the other one was, I mean, how more monkeyer can you get with Mystic Mind Burn? So we kind of do lose to those decks, so we just want to have back row hate for that. And then for the last ones, it's just triple anti-spell because we don't play that many spells. This won't affect us, it'll affect our opponent. But thank you guys for watching. If you guys had any comments or suggestions, just go ahead and link them just below in the comments. Appreciate you guys taking the time to look for it. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.